Now in the red, that is what the people who are supporting the Vladimir Lenin. So here who was there? You can already see the MRC will support, red. Within MRC we have Soviet as well as we have, Bolsheviks, है ना, militia. So they all will support the red group. Apart from that, the peasants, workers, laborers, all people will support the red group. Apart from that, Jihadists are the people who are coming from the Muslim community within the Russia. They have also given support to the red group, as well as the nationalists who are the Polish people. है ना? They have also given support to the red group only. Remember na, this Polish, the Islamic people, they all were living in Russia only, because Russia was such a large country that on that time Poland was also the part of Russia, है ना? And these Muslim countries were also the part of Russia. So Muslims were also living, Polish people were also living, and they all have supported whom? Red group. Why they have supported red group? Because Vladimir Lenin has given promises to these jihadists and nationalists that if they will support red group, they will give autonomous and they will get more facilities, है ना? So this type of things were going on in Russia. So ultimately you can see, in this entire equation, common people were with red group, poor people were with red group, है ना? Important communities such as jihadists and nationalist Polish people were in this red group. MRC was with red group. On the other side, Radrish, nobles, and some socialists were also there in the white group. Okay, so ultimately, if you will calculate everything now, then finally, after a battle of 2 to 3 years, finally who will win? The red group will win. Fine, and the white will lose the election. Lose the war, not election. Sorry, they will win, and they will what? Lose. Fine. I hope this is clear to everyone. So I now it is very much clear that who won this civil war and who lost the civil war. Now there is again the question what I have asked to you. I hope till now you have replied. So here I have asked you that France, Britain and America, why they were supporting whites and why they were not supporting red. So there is two very important reason is there. See, the first reason is France, Britain and America, they all three countries were going with the philosophy of capitalism. है ना? Capitalism means the money will be in center, the profit will be in center, the privatization will be in center, and they will not control the particular business environment and all, है ना? Everybody is free to do whatever things they want to do legally, and they can earn n number of profit, no problem will be there, fine. But here socialism philosophy is completely different. Socialism philosophy says that everything will be controlled by government, and there will be no private property, everything will be controlled and managed by the government only. So these three countries were opposing Vladimir Lenin because of the socialism philosophy. I hope this is clear to one point. The second why they were supporting white group is that because in between the war is going on, in between Vladimir Lenin has withdrew Russia from World War One in 1918, which was not at all accepted by this France, Britain and America, because France, Britain and America wanted to continue the war. Okay, whereas Vladimir Lenin has withdrew Russia from World War One, so that is why also France, Britain and America were not happy with Vladimir Lenin, and they have given support to white group. I hope this is also clear to all of you. Fine. So this is all till civil war. We have successfully understood everything, है ना? After that, see the Feb and October revolution. Okay, Feb revolution, because of Feb revolution, monarchic system has been finished. Because of October revolution, provisional government finished and Bolshevik government is started. The leader Vladimir Lenin became the biggest leader, and after civil war, nobody can stop now. This Vladimir Lenin and the Bolsheviks. And after civil war, Vladimir Lenin, okay, has conducted election, and he made his political party as a single political party, that is Communist Party of Russia. Bolshevik name was renamed now, Communist Party of Russia. Fine. So Communist Party of Russia was a single party of the entire Russia, and that is why Russia was also called as one party country. Fine. And who has dismissed other political party? The Lenin was not allowing other political party to participate, like China today they are doing now. So China is single political party country. Similarly, on that time Russia was also a single political party country, and since they were only fighting the election, so they will only win the election. Before that, one time also they have won the election of the Constituent Assembly, but they lost the election. So when they lost the election and when the Bolsheviks lost the election, so Lenin has dismissed the assembly only. So that type of personality he was. Later he has given validity only to the All Russian Congress of Soviets, है ना? And later, one thing you just remember, there was only single political party, that is Bolsheviks only. Bolshevik means Russian Communist Party only, and when they will fight election, only they will win, है ना? And after winning the election, Lenin became the biggest leader, and he will form one new country which will be called as USSR, that is Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, है ना? So this particular country was the first country in the entire world on the basis of socialism, and it formed on 28th of December 1922. When it formed, 28th of December 1922, this political party has been formed, है ना? So one time I'm just telling you the full form here. Union of Soviet, because so many Soviets were there na, throughout the nation, so it was the union of all the Soviet socialists. Socialist means their philosophy will be socialism, sharing, है ना, equality, government will control everything, this type of philosophy, socialism. Republic means now the leader will be elected person. Okay, so here you can see Lenin has been elected now. So leader of the nation will be elected person. So this is the meaning of USSR. Remember, sometime our students are doing mistake by understanding R for Russia. No, R is not for Russia, R is for Republic, है ना? So once again I am repeating, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic was the first country of the entire world on the basis of socialism. Okay, so I hope till here picture is clear. Then after 2 years, Lenin will die due to the natural death, suffering from some fever, and he will be replaced by Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin was equally powerful and magnetic personality, I should say, and he, after coming into power, he will bring so many famous policies. One such popular policy was collectivization. So under this collectivization, what he will do, he will take the property, the land from the rich landowners who were called as kulaks, है ना? So remember two name, one is kulaks. Okay, so who are kulaks? Kulaks were the rich peasants, and the land will be taken from the kulaks, and it will be shared among everyone, okay, equally. And on this particular land which has been shared, all the people will work together, and that is called as shared land. So shared land, this shared land is known as, by the way, it is known as kolkhoz, है ना? What it is known as? Kolkhoz. I am writing here the spelling. It was known as kolkhoz. Kolkhoz it was known as, है ना? Kolkhoz it was known as. And this kolkhoz or the shared land, everyone will work together, and whatever profit will be generated now, everyone will enjoy that particular profit, है ना, equally. Okay, so once again I am repeating, under the collectivization program, collectivization came in 1929 by Joseph Stalin, and under the collectivization, the rich peasants who are known as kulaks, their land will be taken and it will be distributed among everyone. Means shared land it will be, है ना, sharing of the land, and this shared land is called as kolkhoz, and everyone will work together on this particular land, and whatever profit will be generated will be shared among everyone equally. So I hope this is clear to all of you, that is collectivization is also very much clear. After that some very important changes took place after this entire particular setup, that is known as Soviet society, है ना? So what happened in Soviet society? So in Soviet society, so many good things happened, that the people were working for the poor people, working for the workers, and the creches has been made for the working women, where their children can taken care of, and they have also extended the schooling system to give benefit to the children of the workers, and they have also given affordable healthcare services, healthcare facilities to the people. But this was all not equally distributed. Why? Because of the limitation of the resources, है ना? So that you must keep in mind. Okay, so I hope till here picture is very much clear. Now we'll discuss about the 5-year planning, है ना? So the concept of 5-year planning also came for the first time in the entire world from the Russia by Joseph Stalin, है ना? So Joseph Stalin has given to the entire world the 5-year planning concept and policy for the first time, and Russia is appreciated for that. And at least for India, we can say that India has adopted two things from Russia. That first one is socialism philosophy, and the second one is this 5-year planning policy, है ना. So socialism and 5-year planning we have adopted from Russian Revolution and from Russia. I hope this is clear to everyone. In this 5-year planning, basically they were targeting the particular field, the particular growth in some particular segment. Like the first 5-year planning, which was there in 1927 to 32, and the second 5-year planning that will start from 1933 to 38. In this particular 5-year planning, now they will target for the industrial growth, and they have achieved the industrial growth also, है ना. So this was the last particular topic of the 5-year planning. I hope till here picture is very much clear to all of you. Some additional information I just want to give you here. No doubt that Russian Revolution was outstanding. It has really limelighted and shown to the entire world the problem and suffering of the workers. And after this Russian Revolution, the entire world was talking about the workers. The entire world was talking about the socialism philosophy. So many particular parties has been formed after the Russian Revolution, such as Communist Party of India within India in 1925. So yes, the impact of the Russian Revolution was very high over the world, and later this particular USSR will become the global power also after this World War II, after 1945, along with the USA, that is America. And so many things were very good, but some things were in negative part also, like no doubt that they were helping the poor people, they were doing the industrial development, they were improving the things within the Russia, but they were not giving actual freedom to the people of Russia, and so many intellectuals were arrested who were talking against the against the Bolsheviks, against the Vladimir Lenin, against the Joseph Stalin. If somebody was talking criticizing the government, they were arrested and they were kept into jail. So many wrong particular arrest has been made by threatening, by doing the wrong things. They have arrested the people who were criticizing the government, which was not at all accepted. And because of that, only so many people within USSR, they were not happy with the program and policies, and with the attitude, and with the type of government or the governance what the government of the Russia doing on that time. So many people were not happy with the government of Russia within the Russia. Fine. Later, after the World War II, the entire world will divide into two parts. That is, so many countries will go with Russia with the socialism philosophy, and so many countries will go with America with capitalism philosophy. Both are different philosophy, I have told you already. And because of that, Cold War will start between Russia and America. And but one thing you must remember, India was not the part of this Cold War. India was neutral country, and India has started non-aligned movement. Non-aligned movement means we will not be the part of Russia, we will not be the part of America, we will be neutral. And for that purpose, our Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji is always appreciated for his initiatives of non-aligned movement, So what I was telling you about the Cold War, and finally this Cold War between America and Russia will end in 1991. In 1991, this particular Russia or USSR disunited and disintegrated among the multiple nations. From the USSR, so many new countries were made, that is Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, if you talk about the Asian countries, and if you talk about the European countries like Poland, Ukraine. Apart from that, you have some other countries like Belarus, so these all countries were set up. So this all country, once it was the part of Russia or USSR, but later they disintegrated and they became the new independent nation, But even after in disintegration, I should tell you, around 15 countries came out from the Russia and became independent nation in 1991. So that much big country it was before 1991, and still today you can see the size of Russia. In terms of size, Russia is the biggest country of the world. So on this note, we have successfully completed this chapter. The present president of Russia is Vladimir Putin. Sometimes students are doing mistake between Vladimir Lenin and Vladimir Putin. Instead of Vladimir Lenin, they are writing Vladimir Putin. No. Okay, Vladimir Putin is the present president of Russia. Okay, so I hope this entire chapter is very much clear to all of you. Fine. The collectivization topic is very important. Always it is coming in examination. Fine. And you please, if you find any problem anywhere in this chapter, you please comment below and let us know. We will discuss with you the next chapter in upcoming videos. We will meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.